Katie from Nerd Church here. Today I'm not providing any data about the dogma, rather I'm debunking a persistent rumor that floats around on conservative and traditional Catholic YouTube that appears to come from a book by Frédéric Martel called In the Closet of the Vatican. Now, this is an extraordinarily well-researched book that was compiled, the data was compiled over several years, in which Mr. Martel, to the surprise of absolutely no one, discovered that a lot of the men in the Catholic Church who become priests are disproportionately homosexual in their sexual orientation, which is honestly not hard to understand why a pious young man raised in a tradition where he's told that his options are celibacy or heterosexual marriage might very well choose celibacy. However, in the book, Frédéric Martel reports a conversation that he has with Francesco Lepore, a former Catholic priest who worked in the Vatican doing Latin translations, and is in fact a very fine Latinist who still writes a blog in Latin, who has since left the Catholic Church and chosen to live as a gay man and has a partner and is apparently very happy. And in his conversation with Frédéric Martel, Francesco Lepore gave a very off-the-cuff estimate. He said, I think like probably 80% of the prelates in the Vatican are gay. This was not well researched. This was not a statistic. This was someone giving an off-the-cuff estimate of like, yeah, I think it's a really big number. So the fact that you will see trad-caths who are very homophobic repeating this 80% statistic in a way that is meant to discredit the Vatican or imply that everything happening out of Vatican II is some kind of a weird, gay, Masonic, Kabbalistic, whatever you want to name it, plot is simply not the case. That 80% number is not backed up by statistics. And it's also worth adding that men who, today we would describe as just gay men choosing to join the priesthood isn't a new phenomena, which again should not surprise anyone. Going back through history and trying to out people is kind of icky and sicky, and I don't want to do that. But fact of the matter is, it's a thing, it happens, and frankly, I don't think that we have any right to be concerned about who it is that a celibate man is choosing not to have sex with.